Okay, so here we have the headlight unit from a BMW R1200GS 2004 model, and as you can see, the glass has been smashed by a stone, so we've got to replace it. You would think that, wouldn't you? But BMW didn't think that far ahead. No, because what they've done is they've bonded this to this, and this, rather than being a clamp that holds it on, is just merely decorative. They could have made this thicker with more bolts and made this replaceable. To replace the whole thing, £350 plus labour. So what I'm going to do, I've got nothing to lose. I've found that you can get the glass online, so I'm going to attempt to remove this glass, even though it's bonded to the body. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get it out, because you can get the glass for about 70 quid, and well, I'll just see how I go. I'll let you know. So I've taken off the cover. It's just, you know, just covers the edge. It's purely decorative, and it's just 4 small bolts at each corner, if it had corners. So now we move outside to the glass removal. You can see it's pretty badly damaged, and yeah, you remove the cover and yeah, this doesn't move at all. It's bonded, glued, that's what they mean, it's glued. So putting on my specs and getting a precision hammer, and then we'll see what we can make of this. So I had a go with my hammer, removing most of that. Now the good news is, very good news is, you should be wearing your gloves. I took mine off to operate the video. But you can pull it away. It's a rubber compound that seals it, so you can get it all off. It's just going to take a little bit of patience. I'm doing this outside because there is glass absolutely everywhere. So as you can see, I've got most of the glass out. It's just a rubber sealant like you'd have on the bath, except it's a sort of grey black. So I will use rubber sealant for the bath to put the new one back in. We've got, as I said, we've got most of it out. For once you've smashed it, don't smash it too close to the edge, because you need a bit of wiggliness to actually get the knife in to cut the rubber. And I'm currently wiggling this a little bit around so I can get the knife down on either side and cut the rubber seal. Eventually it will come out. So that's my advice. Just a little tip: vacuum out all the glass, all the little shards, because well, neat and tidy, and also it will disperse the light and make your headlamp less effective. So we don't want that, do we? We want to make it as good as it can be. So here we go. Be very careful with the vacuum, because the silver lining is very delicate and you don't want to damage it. So I have here the glass for the headlight. Not available from BMW themselves. You can buy the headlight unit on eBay for about £175, whereas this glass cost £70, and as far as I can make out, it's actually the real thing. There's a rough edge here which may indicate that it was removed from the original unit. However, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in there, and it was sealed in with grey sealant before, so I'm using general purpose silicone clear bathroom sealant for sealing around baths, showers, basins and other household uses. Well, this is going around the headlight. It says it forms a watertight rubber seal and it's mould resistant, so that should come in handy. But yeah, it's clear, so that if we accidentally dab any on the inside, it won't matter too much, whereas if I use the original grey, and I got something in the middle here, then it would affect the light, obviously. So you know that, I know that. Now the rim is lower on the outside than it is on the inside, so I'm going to put the silicone up to the level of the lower part. Then hopefully when it squidges out, it will squidge out to the outside where I can wipe it off. Now to put the glass on, make sure it's nice and clean on the inside, because this is the last chance you'll get to make it clean. There's no point in noticing a smear on the inside when you've glued the whole thing together. It's okay. Now we wipe off the excess. Carry on wiping. We want it to look nice. This will take a while to set, so just keep wiping, don't panic. Having plenty of old t-shirts around is a good idea. If you get any on the lens, get it off as quick as possible. Polish that up. I've got a wet rag, so it's a little bit more effective in cleaning it off. So great, just need to pop the grille back on and we're ready to put that back on the bike. So I'm going to attach the cover, but of course BMW being BMW, these four little screws need special star shaped heads. Not a normal screwdriver. They couldn't make it easy, could they? And voila, we have one repaired BMW R1200GS headlight. So, brilliant. I'll be putting that back on very, very soon. So, we've gone from a smashed up lens to a fixed lens. I've also cleaned the windscreen, which is a good idea. But yeah, so you don't have to buy the whole thing. If you look around, you can find the lenses and you can fit them yourselves. Always check that while you've been taking the glass out, vacuuming it, putting the glass back in, that you haven't knocked the headlight out of alignment. Check the alignment. There is a case for putting the unit back on the bike before you put the glass back in, because if there is any adjustment, if the linkages are knocked out of alignment, it will be easier to fix them before you put the glass back on. I didn't do this. I think I was lucky and got away with it. So as I said, you don't need to spend £175 on the whole unit, or buy a whole unit, or even get BMW to fit it for you. It's very simple. So that is a message for BMW.